Hey, welcome back to Mike's Italian Grand Adventure. I'm in the wine country of Piedmont. This behind me, if you can see the village on the hill there, that's Albugnano. And I'm staying at the Agroturismo alla Trequolina, and that means the three hills. And it's the middle of harvest season right now, so these grapes that are on the vine here are in the process of being picked. There's a small bunch. They may have picked these already, in fact. I don't see many left here. So, but we're checking out the wine country here while I wait for tomorrow to close on my house. Okay, I found a few more grapes here. I didn't do my research before that last shot, but here you can see some beautiful bunches of grapes. Gorgeous, and they're going to be made into some amazing wine by this family of winemakers. The daughter Elisa and her dad are the winemakers. She studied winemaking, and last night we had an incredible dinner. They sit down with the guests of their agriturismo in one big long table, and everyone eats together, and it's really incredible experience. It felt really special because they remembered me from when I was here in June, so everyone was really friendly, and the grandmother welcomed me back, and yeah, it was really fun. Paulo the son, we talked about motorcycles, and just a really great feeling, so that was awesome. And I met a really nice couple. There's a German couple here. They're from the northern Germany, and they travel to Italy quite a bit. So we started chatting, and the topic obviously came up that I'm buying a place here. And we ended up staying up till midnight drinking wine and talking about it. And Antia and Torsten are their names. And when they watched my video and a tour of the house, and then I told them how much the house cost, you should have seen the look on Torsten's face. It was incredible. It was priceless. It was fantastic. Just all of a sudden, you could just literally see the wheels spinning. And they were thinking, why aren't we doing this? So it was really great. And then this morning, I just saw them at breakfast a few minutes ago. And I said, because I told them the website, Idealisted.it, that I used. And I said, so did you find a place last night? And he said, no, but every time I woke up, I was thinking about it. So it was really cool. It was really fun. It was exciting to share my story with someone, to a couple that was so excited about it, and really, I think probably we'll be neighbors in the near future because they like this region as well. They like Piedmont quite a bit. So anyway, you can see behind me here the vineyards and the hillsides, and a little bit of fog this morning. And boy, I took a really beautiful time lapse of the fog rolling across the hill. I'll show you some of it here now. But it's actually quite warm. It's not really cold, but just beautiful, you know, really nice. And the hills in the distance are shrouded in fog, and they look like little islands out there at times. So really kind of a magical morning this morning. So today is the last day before I'm an Italian homeowner. Tomorrow it all takes place. And these last couple of weeks have been, you know, a little bit stressful. I'll be honest. It's funny, I saw a couple of comments this morning. Someone was calling into question my honesty that I was stressed out. I think he claimed that I was just trying to get more views on my channel or something. I assure you that's not the case. I was definitely stressed out. And, you know, part of it was the stress of buying a place in Italy and all the new unknowns. But, you know, a big part of it too was wiring almost $100,000 to a bank account in Italy that you don't really know. And if someone watching hasn't done a bank transfer, it's incredibly archaic technology. I mean, there is no protection at all. You tell them a routing number and an account number and a name, maybe an address, and once they hit send, that money's gone. There's no way to get it back if it went to the wrong account. It just goes out in the ether and you hope it gets there. To me, this is just astounding that in 2024, this is how low tech our banking is. I work in the IT industry and I have for a long time, and it would be so easy to just send a random token to this account, and then they verify it to make sure you have the right account at the very least, and then transfer the money. So this last week I was kind of freaking out because it takes 1 to 4 days just to wire money. This is archaic. I just can't even believe it. So I was talking to my friend Rod, who bought a place in Colombia in South America a couple years ago or last year. And he's like, well, you think you're nervous about wiring money to Europe? Think about wiring money down to Colombia from the United States. Colombia is still one of the largest cocaine producers in the world. I think they account for 90% of the cocaine that's brought into the United States. And all that money in the United States, they want to get back to Colombia. So bank transfers, any money moving from the US to Colombia is under really tight scrutiny. So that kind of put it in perspective for me, for Rod sharing his experience. So that was pretty crazy. But it turns out it worked, So the money's sitting in the notary's basically escrow account. And tomorrow I'll go get my Codice Fiscale, the Italian tax ID number, in the morning. Have an appointment at 9 o'clock, I think. And then in the afternoon is the closing. We'll meet the sellers and we'll sign off. And that's it. And I'm going to have the keys. So I've got an appointment with a locksmith on Monday to come and change the locks out, just because who knows who has keys to that place. It's been around for a long time. And so Friday afternoon, when you guys are watching this probably, I'll be an Italian homeowner. So pretty exciting. So it's past the point of worry now. Now it's the time of excitement. I even started a couple lists on my phone, things to do and things to buy. So there's going to be a long list of stuff, from a pepper and salt grinder and a rice cooker to, who knows what else, furniture and a kitchen and all this stuff. So now the fun part comes. The searching was fun, frustrating, exciting. The purchase process also, sometimes nerve-wracking, but exciting. And now comes making the place into my own. So that's a really exciting process as well. So, I'm only going to be here for a couple more days. And then I head back to the States, and I'll be back in the spring is my plan. So I'm going to be checking things out while I'm gone and planning and sharing with you guys some of the ideas I'd like to do. In fact, I've got an idea where you guys can give some input, and I'd appreciate that. So I'd like a way for you guys to kind of weigh in on what's going to happen, or just, obviously I'll make the decision on my own. It's not like I'm going to put up a vote and whatever you guys pick, that reminds me of the naming of a ship in the UK, and the name that won was like Bodie McBoat or something like that, something crazy. So yeah, no, I'm not going to let you guys pick things. I'm going to do all the picking, but I would certainly love people's input and feedback. And maybe there are a couple of situations, like maybe I have a couple of couches I'm looking at and I'd like you guys to vote. I'd like both, and whichever ones you guys pick, I'll get. So we'll see, but that's down the road. I'd like there to be some interaction. I think that's going to be fun. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this landscape for a little bit more. Look at this beautiful vineyard here. And we'll see. I'm going to hang out a little bit more. And if later this morning they're going to do some grape crushing, or I can maybe get some footage of them working with the grapes, I'll definitely add that in. But otherwise... Oh, hey, I just wanted to add one more thing here. While I was walking back, I forgot that they had some grapes that were picked. Look at these baskets and baskets of fresh grapes that will turn into spectacular wines. Yeah, so those are going to be some delicious, delicious wines. So they actually have, I think, 9 varieties of grapes that they grow here, and that's pretty unusual. There usually aren't that many. But all the wines I've tasted of theirs are really incredible. They do an amazing spumante, a sparkling wine, some white wines, and several different red wines. And last night we had a couple of different We had sparkling wine to start with and a couple of different red wines, and each one was fantastic. So really great experience. I'll put the link to this agriturismo in the description of this video because this place is fantastic. These guys are great. The family's lovely. Really nice accommodation. They have a pool, an infinity pool with incredible views. So yeah, it's really nice. So if you get a chance to come this way, come stay here and say hi to the family. But otherwise, if not, then we'll just say this is the end here for today and for this week. And next week, I'll be an Italian homeowner. So if you're following along and watching and haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. You can click on my face down in the corner or go to my channel details and subscribe there. Click the little bell icon if you want to get notifications when I upload a new video. It's usually every Friday morning. And yeah, I think that's it. So right on, here we go. Italian homeowner soon. Thanks, guys.